Each year the 17th of May is recognised as IDAHO Day. This stands for International Day Against Homophobia. There is perhaps an irony, maybe deliberate on the part of those who started this, in that the US state of that name is not exactly renowned for its tolerance in that area. It has been expanded since its foundation to embrace all LGBT people. The date has two resonances. It was on the 17th of May 1990 that the World Health Organization finally removed homosexuality from its list of diseases. Yes, it took that long. I'm not sure why the World Health Organization chose the 17th of May, but it could go back into German history. The German Penal Code, dating back to the unification of Germany in 1871, included Section 175, which, among other things, made sexual relations between men a crime. To be fair to the Second Reich, they didn't pluck this out of the air. It dates right back to the Holy Roman Empire and Christianity's long-held prejudice against most minorities. Odd, really, when you consider that Christianity itself was a persecuted minority at its start. But Section 175 became a code, as gay men were called 175ers, in other words, 175ers. A bit like the modern friendship with Dorothy. Section 175 was often written as 17.5, so the 17th of the 5th month became known early in Germany as Gay Day. The Nazis made the punishments even more extreme, and many gay men died in the concentration camps. Shockingly, many were held after the end of the war by the Allies to complete their Nazi-imposed sentences. East Germany abolished Section 175, but West Germany retained it. After unification in 1990, this posed a bit of a problem, but in 1994 it was abolished entirely. In most of the democratic countries, homosexuality is no longer a crime, and in many, gay relationships are recognised in law, and public figures can now be open about their sexuality. How different from when I was young. As I've described in my biography, The Clouds Still Hang. There is still prejudice, of course, and even more so against transgender people. I can only admire the courage of transgender people, but I have spoken about that in a previous video on this channel. Sadly, there are many places around the world still where freedom is denied to LGBT people. This is often tied to religion, either Christianity, as in the case of so much of sub-Saharan Africa, or notably Islam. These religions, of course, date back centuries, and coupled with the desire to increase the population, saw it as unnatural. Modern science has well and truly debunked that idea. Same-sex behaviour has now been identified in over 1,500 species of animal. It is a natural occurrence in many species, including humanity. Bigots often claim it's a lifestyle choice. This too is a nonsense. Just ask them to choose to be gay for a week and try it out. They won't, of course, because it's not a choice. You can also ask them, if sexual orientation is a choice, when did they choose to be straight? This is usually met with bigoted and uninformed bluster. The bigots should be careful who they hate. It could turn out to be someone they love. On the 17th of May, we look forward to the day when all people can express their sexuality and their love for others, whatever the gender of their loved one. Until then, we must continue to campaign, because remember, gay rights are human rights. Goodbye.